Hey guys, so I haven't made a video in a while, and I want to talk about the if we've reached the bottom or if it's just a bear market rally. So, like I've been saying in my videos, the stock market it was bound to pop up. It was bound, and it seems to popping up lots. Like usual, people were saying it was the end of the world because of a recession, and like in 2020, all the fears were bullcrap. And we're seeing like sort of a breakout, and we'll see. The last week it was pretty crazy, pretty crazy. We popped up a lot. But I want to talk about cryptocurrency. You know, a lot of people saying it's just a scam rally. Just a scam rally. But my stance remains the same. It can happen that the Ethereum, runs up until the merge, and then has a somewhat of a crash. Then it continues up because I still believe the merge can act like a sort of halving, which would pump the price immensely and would completely come in unexpected. Now, it can be that that doesn't happen. If the Ethereum merge is either delayed another year, or the Ethereum merge just doesn't have the effect I think it will have, then we'd have to wait until the 2024 halving. And in that case scenario, if the 2024 halving is our next chance, is it a good time right now to buy? Have we bottomed enough, to buy Bitcoin and even buy altcoins? Well, if we see the stock to flow here, I'm not really focused here on this line, which supposedly above it would be the top, and we barely got above it. But I want you to focus on the colors, the colors. The colors is the distance until the next halving. So they can measure the time that has passed since the last halving, So if we're in the dark blue here, it has passed just enough time that we've bottomed out. It's usually when we reach this dark blue here, when it starts to get into the dark blue, it's the bottom. It has been the case here. It was the case here, and if it's like the last two halvings, it will be the case here. Right now, we're not in a dark blue. We're still in the greenish blue, or bluish green here. So we're like around here, or around here. So technically, we wouldn't have bottomed out exactly here. And is it a good time? So the bottom, I think personally, will be in September. Regardless if we have the merge and the merge is a success, the merge will probably happen in September, and also that coincides with the usual bottom of Bitcoin, considering the number of days after the halving. That September is like the date, is the month that after this halving, after the 2020 halving, it has passed enough days that it were in the dark blue area, which is the time to buy, which is the bottom. So yeah, September might be the bottom. Or the bottom could have actually have happened already, and it tricks everyone. That's perfectly actually possible. It's possible. That's why I keep saying to nibble on the altcoins and Bitcoin, especially with the merge happening. It's always good. Now's the time to nibble on to buy bits of Bitcoin at least. The very best time might be September. We'll see. Now, it can happen that the merge actually pumps Bitcoin in September, and we might have actually bottomed out. We don't know. We don't know for sure. Can't know. But if the merge doesn't have the success I'm thinking it will have, if the merge is like the halving, acts like the halving, which would make a lot of sense for you to do because it essentially erases the minor pressure of Bitcoin, the second largest cryptocurrency, and not only does that, it actually turns even more deflationary. So it would logically have the same effect, an actually bigger effect than Bitcoin halvings, So, but if that for some reason that doesn't come true, is it now a good time to buy altcoins? Well, if we look at the past, no. If you look at the past, the times to buy altcoins is not during the bottom of Bitcoin. It's around the time of the halving, for the altcoins. So like, for example, here the dominance of, let's say, Ethereum. Ethereum pretty much represents altcoins. So we can use that. Where is it? Okay, it is. So let's say we'll keep Cardano and XRP, not Solana, not the others. So the halving of 2020, it was in around May, I believe, 2020, or July. It was July. I think it was in May in 2016. The halving of 2016, it was around May. So that the halving happens here around May, here around May, and then there's still the altcoin is still going a bit down, Bitcoin popping up, and then the effects of the halving start kicking in, and we have a huge rally. So the top happens, and now we're crashing, and the Bitcoin dominance after the top of 2017 starts going up, and the dominance of Ethereum and other cryptocurrency goes down, and it goes down. You can see the Ethereum here, the dominance goes down, and Bitcoin continues going up until the actual halving, until the actual year of the halving. You can argue maybe in January 20th, 2020 already started going up, the dominance of Ethereum and altcoins, but not very much. You can see that the dominance really started kicking off right around the halving. It was around July, around May or something. I think it was around July. But it's not important. It's not, the halving in 2020, it was around July. And it started, the dominance of Ethereum started going up there. The altcoins dominance started going up there. So since we have the halving, the next halving will be in 2024. The bottom of Ethereum, it can surely be way before that, way before 2024. Obviously, like it has been previously, like the halving was 2020 here, and the bottom of Bitcoin was a few months before, a lot of months before. In the dark blue here. And you can take advantage of that and buy Bitcoin soon, in a month or two, and catch that Bitcoin halving. But you won't catch at that time the altcoin bottom. There's a bigger chance that dominance of altcoins will continue to drop around that time, around here, the dominance of altcoins, when they started going up, it started going up. It was here in 2019, it was like around, roughly, let's say, April 2019. So in April 2019, around here, Bitcoin started pumping. But you can see that during the entire year of July, after we left the bottom here, it's still July, August, September, July, August, October, November of 2019. It's still here, 2019. Bitcoin gets out of the bottom and it pumps in 2019. And you can see here during the whole year of 2019, Ethereum dominance continues going down, and altcoins too. So what I'm trying to say, you can buy the bottom of Bitcoin soonish, but during that bottom of Bitcoin is not the bottom of other cryptocurrencies. The bottom of other cryptocurrencies, or better yet, the best chance to buy the cheapest altcoins, it's usually around the time of the halving. Here in 2020, for example, it's around the time of the halving. That's usually the best time. Now the Ethereum merge, like I've been saying, it might, throw a wrench in that plan, in the wrench that halving traders plans. So it might be a good idea to accumulate some altcoins right now and in this bottom before the merge. There's like two scenarios here. There's the two most likelihood scenarios here, if you buy altcoins now, would be to first, people get hyped up for the merge happens, you sell. Okay, you sell and make money. The second chance, you buy it now right now, the merge happens, and you keep some coins, and the merge happens and acts like halving, and there's a bull run, and you make money. So those are the two of the most likelihood scenarios. So how can you make money considering these two high likelihood scenarios? Well, you buy altcoins right now, and then when we get near September, which is the merge, you sell some altcoins. You sell all the altcoins you've been buying, not all of them, like maybe 50% or something. Maybe you sell enough to get back the money put in, and then or maybe just get a little bit of the profit out also, and then you keep the rest and see how it goes from there. And you see how it goes from there. So I think it's a good plan. I think it's a good plan. For sure. It's for sure a good plan. Now, a lot of instruments here are predicting a bottom. Like, look at this. It creates like a line here. A lot of stuff is predicting the bottom, and you might want to get some Bitcoin now. You might want to start stacking some Bitcoin right now. and keep stacking. You not go all in. Just buy dollar cost average, like people like to say. Now, another interesting topic. So, where would Ethereum go to in an event of a sort of sell the news events, pump up until the merge and then dump? Where would Ethereum go to? Well, for some reason, I have I saw it in a dream. I saw the level in the dream, and I believe 2,100 is actually, for some reason, I don't know why. I can't tell you why, but for some reason I see 2,100 as like a potential top on the merge. I don't know why I see that value, but the line here, sort of, I need to cheat a bit with this tops here. I need to cheat a bit, but it's kind of Jesus. So it's kind of correct, So September is around here, and I see 2,100. I don't know why. But what I have done is I bought some Ethereum, down here, So I bought some Ethereum down here, and I might sell some of it in here, 1,100. I might sell some there. It has a swing trade. Because I can't just keep investing forever. And I need to, eventually cash out, so I can survive. So I can keep breathing. And I see that level for some reason, 2,100. But we'll see. So that's all. For this video. Summarizing, it's probably a good time to start stacking Bitcoin. The best time might be in September. It might be a good time to now buy some altcoins to sell on the merge hype. After the merge, it might happen like a sort of halving, which will generate another bull run. And if you buy right now, you'll probably make profits. If you know how to sell, if you sell at the right times. You can, set stop losses. Stop losses are pretty useful. Imagine you buy Ethereum right now, and halving happens. You set a stop loss like a week before the halving or something, at around 5%, 10% lower than the price at that time. And then if it reaches, you sell and you make profit. If it doesn't, it continues going up, you'll make even more profit. You can do that. That is all.